So this is chapter 9.5. And what is our learning goal today? Let's remember. Let's remind ourselves. Come on.
Use a table and find a pattern to solve the problem.
Okay, so what do you expect to see today in today's word problems? They are to solve word problems. So what do you expect to see in today's word problems, Vienna?
Patterns and tables.
What's a table?
A table is like basically a way to show information.
A way to show information. Okay, you expect to see columns and rows, right, to organize the information. And what are we going to be looking for in these tables, Daniel?
Well, I have a comment. So you said you'll be using video too. Well, couldn't they just what if they see our name tag when you call us by our last?
You are not in this video. Can you please explain what do we need to be looking for in the tables?
Patterns.
Patterns, okay? And then so we're going to use those patterns to help us solve word problems. Before we begin, though, let's review and let's do what kind of problems, what have we been working on? What do you expect to see in the problems? Ria? Input and output, okay, because we've seen that before in tables. What kind of numbers have we been working with? Carmel?
I think they're going to be fractions and decimals.
Fractions and decimals?
Well, not at the same time, but
Fractions or decimals. Aditya?
mixed numbers.
Mixed numbers, right? And what have we been working on doing with mixed numbers? Sanjana?
We've been subtracting numbers with unlike denominators.
Yeah, we got all the way up to unlike denominators. So let's try a problem to review how to subtract numbers with unlike denominators. Go ahead and do this in your, okay, that's not, oh, I see. Okay, 12 and 3/4 minus 7 and 5/16. Go ahead and solve that in your notebook. Okay, what would my first step be? Kevin?
Well, you can see here, you can see that 4 and 16.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you could do 4.
Oops. Okay.
You could do 4 times, you could do 3/4 times 4 over 4.
Why do I need to do that?
Because you can't, because you can't do 3/4 times 4. Because 4 is over a whole.
Or 4 is not 1,
Yeah, it's
right?
not 1. So what? And then you would get that. Out of that, you would get 12/16.
And why am I trying to change it to 16ths?
Because the 7 and 5/16 already has 16, so it makes it a lot easier to do the problem.
So I need to look for like denominators, right? I need to make my two fractions have the same denominators, okay? So what do I do next? Now that I know that 3/4 is the same as 12/16.
Then you could rewrite the problem.
Okay, so let's rewrite the
12
problem.
and
I'm going to rewrite it in red. Okay, 12.
and 12/16
Okay,
minus 7 and 5/16.
okay.
And you could do that, and that equals
Sorry, guys.
5 and 7/16.
Equals. So did you subtract the whole numbers first or the fraction part first?
Fraction part first.
Okay.
I did it vertically because
Okay, that's fine. So what's 12/16 minus 5/16?
7/16.
Okay. And what's 12 minus 7?
5.
Good, so that's our answer. Now what addition equation could I do to check my answer? Goni.
You could do 5 and 7/16
I'll do it vertically over here. 5 and 7/16.
plus 7 and 5/16.
Okay. So what's 5/16 plus 7/16, Goni?
That's 12 and 12/16, or simplify 12 and 3/4.
Just 12. Good. Okay, so we're all on the same page. We know how to add fractions and mixed numbers. Yes? Very good. So here's a word problem. It says, let me see if I can make it a little bigger. Okay. Joshua makes walking sticks. Okay. This table here shows the height of 4 walking sticks with and without tops. Okay, so I guess a walking stick has tops to it, a top to it. Hold on one second. Okay. Oh, here, let me erase it. That's okay. Okay. Okay, so here's a walking stick. Here's Joshua with his walking stick, right? You see him? He makes walking sticks. This table shows the height of 4 walking sticks with and without tops. Okay, he decided to make his friend a walking stick that is 4 1/12 feet high. Does the 5 1/12, does that include the walking stick? Or does that include the top? Or does it not include the top? What do you think? Sonal.
I think it does not include the top because the question asks, wait.
What does the question ask? Abiram, what does the question ask?
The question asks what was the height of the walking stick
Before the top was attached. So what does that tell us about the 5 1/2 feet high? Does that include the top?
No.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
it does, right? So it says Joshua, he made a walking stick for his friend that was 5 1/2 feet high. That's the height, the total height of the stick. And we need to find out how high was it before the top was attached. Now, how could this table help us find that out? Carmel.
The table shows that how much the height is with the top and then without. So all we have to do is find the difference of the heights, and then we'll find how tall the tops can be, and you can subtract that from the 5 12.
Good. Let's say that again in your own words. Bayron, what did Carmel just explain?
In my own words, I would say it shows what's on the graph of the chart. It shows the length, the height of the walking sticks without the top,
Here's without the tops, right? On this side, without top.
without on this side, and then on the other side it showed with the top.
Ah, okay. So what do we need to do?
If we subtract the height with the top from the height without the tops, we should be able to find our answer.
Okay, so let's find out. For this 4 1/2 feet tall, 4 11/12 feet, and so this stick was 4 2/3 feet tall without the top, and once the top was added, it was 4 11/12 feet. So what do we need to do to find the height of the top part, of that piece that they added on top? Aditya.
Find the difference between the height with the top and the height without.
Ah, now what will that tell us? If we find the difference, what is that going to tell us?
The height of the top, just the top part.
The height of just the top part. Okay, so let's do that. So let's do 4 11/12. Go ahead and do this in your notebook as well. Minus 4 2/3. And that will be the height of the top piece. Okay, so how did you solve this problem? Abiram.
I kind of just used the 6 steps that you showed us.
Okay, so what's the first step?
First step is to write the equation and change if the number will be greater and make common denominator.
Good. So actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to rewrite this in a vertical way, except it won't let me erase, so never mind, I won't. So what do I need to do? I need to change it so it has a common denominator, right? Okay, which mixed number should I change?
You should change both of them.
Okay. Do I need to change both of them?
Well, not no, but I changed both.
Okay, so tell us what you did.
So I changed 4 2/3 into 4 8/12.
How did you change it into 4 8/12?
I multiplied the numerator and the denominator.
Okay, so you did 2/3 times what?
2/3 times
Go ahead.
2/3 times 4
4/4, which is the same as what?
4.
4/4 is the same as,
4
which is the same as?
4.
1. 1. Okay. And so you got 8/12. Okay. Did you need to change the fraction did you need to change the mixed number 4 11/12?
Yeah.
Why?
Because 4 and 8/12. Oh yeah, you didn't need to change 4 and 12.
Ah, so let's rewrite the equation now, okay? So it's 4 11/12 minus. Okay, so we know that the walking stick at the end was 5 1/12 feet high, right? And we found out that the tops are all, oops, not that. They're all 1/4 foot high. So let's try this one vertically. So how did you solve this part? Andre.
Well, I just did 5 1/12
Mm-hmm.
minus 1/4.
Okay.
I made 5 1/12
Mm-hmm.
into 4 13.
4 and 13/12. So you
Yeah.
regrouped one of the holes.
Yeah. and
Okay.
then I multiplied 1/4
Mm-hmm.
by 3/3, so then it would be a lot easier to calculate
Why is it easier to calculate?
because the denominators are the same.
Ah, so you made them have the same denominators. Okay. So what did you get?
I got 4 3/12.
3/12, right? So 4 and 13/12 minus 3/12. What did you get?
Oh, 4 10/12.
4 and 10/12.
And I simplified that by dividing it by 2 halves.
Okay. By 2 over 2.
Yeah, 2 over 2 into 5 6.
Good. And what's the label?
The label is
Feet, right? And your box, your answer. So now we know by finding the pattern from the table that the original height of the walking stick was 4 and 5/6 feet. Kevin.